What's going on, Surfer Squad? That's right, it's Friday, which means it's Fresh Play Friday. And if you've been following my channel, or you've just subscribed, maybe you don't know, but that basically means that we're going to pick a random game from the Xbox Game Pass and kind of give it a little review. Now, one's hit the Game Pass this week that I just have to try. And that is none other than, that's right, River City Girls.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I have no idea what to expect. So, if you want to see what happens, then stay tuned. That's coming up next. As always, guys and girls, if you'd like to join the Sofa Squad for all things Xbox, then hit that subscribe and bell icon. But for now, let's get on with the review. Now, just before I loaded this game up, I had a little look online because I thought, to be perfectly honest, I was going to give this a review because I thought it would be really funny and I thought it would be a bit of a train wreck. And then I looked online and saw that it had a 91% positive rating on Steam. I was confused and intrigued. Now, I love a bit of anime, I'm a really big anime fan, and I love all gaming, so I thought I'd give it a little try and see what happens. So pretty much 2 seconds in and I hit the intro. Now I'm going to put this intro on because I want to see if you think the same as me. Now obviously this is a much older game, but I have played games for years, so some of you may know, some of you may not, but I'm going to show you the intro and afterwards I'm going to say something and I want to see if you think the same. So after watching that, do you think this is Double Dragon replaced with two girls? It seems that way to me. Obviously I'm not anywhere into the game yet, so I may be proved wrong, but let's see, shall we? Now, after a lot of hard digging and research, I found out the game is actually kind of a spin-off from a Japanese game that is very similar to Double Dragon in fact, and that's Kunio-kun, and I believe there might be a few of them actually, but this is kind of a spin-off where they've kind of made a take on it where the girls are trying to get the boys back. I thought this was quite fun, and kind of put a little modern twist on things. So I'm just about to kick the game off, and I've noticed that it has single player and two player. So it looks like you can play with someone, but not online. I couldn't find that available on the Xbox, but maybe you can on PC, I'm not sure. On the Xbox it looks like it's only local play, so you can play with a friend, who's kind of sitting next to you as such. It also has normal and hard settings, which I'll definitely be sticking to normal at the start, and it has friendly fire on, which is quite fun, so if you are playing with someone on the same console, you can kind of hit each other or not hit each other, depending on how you'd like to play. So a few seconds in, and I kind of noticed that the art style is really good. It looks like the graphics in this game are a lot better than I actually gave it credit for, and it really does look nice. I also thought that in one of the panels, it kind of showed the boyfriends who had been labelled as kidnapped, kind of just getting into the back of a van. This seemed a bit odd to me, but the only way I could put it down to was maybe they were looking for some kind of a rare Pokemon in Pokemon Go or something. As otherwise it kind of looked like they were just getting in of their own accord. So the game kicks off and you're pretty much starting off in your own classroom. And as you'd expect, to get out of the first room, you have to punch your friends in the face.
Yeah, boy.
A little bit odd, but that's just the way it is, I suppose. So you basically get yourself in trouble, and this is the way that you continue. So after beating up your fellow classmates, you make your way out and then venture around the school. Now, one level in, and I've already realised a few things. One, this game is not the awful game that I originally expected it to be, and this is not going to be the kind of review that I thought I was going to be giving. 2, the soundtrack is really good. And 3, I really hope the soundtrack is not copyrighted, otherwise I'm going to have a lot of re-editing to sort through. a few levels in, and I've got to admit, I'm a little bit baffled. This game is kind of huge. You've got a little bit of venturing, a little bit of kind of RPG aspect, a lot of just gathering things, and absolutely vast amounts of options. I've opened my phone with Start, and it already shows my kind of character chart and how they're leveling. It also gives a map of where you are and an in-depth map. It's also got a moves list, and you can add more moves to this as you venture through the game. It also shows you a kind of list of people that you can recruit, which is really nice, as it kind of means you can kind of tag someone in and do a little combo with them, just to kind of help you out, kind of a special move as such. It is really evident that this is not the game that I thought it would be, and it's starting to look like a full-on RPG side-scrolling beat-em-up. If that is actually a thing, which I'm not sure if it is, but I think it might be now. Now, this game is not really that easy, and it also has quite fun boss battles, but again, it's not easy. You will need to learn their patterns, and you will from time to time, kind of... By level 4, I was managing to chain combos together, recruit people, butt bumping into heel kicks. That's right, you heard me correctly, butt bump. It's one of these. And I was really enjoying the game, probably far more than I actually should have. In all honesty, I really started playing this game to kind of bring a review out that would make people laugh, and just to kind of poke fun at a game that I thought wasn't going to be very good. Instead, I ended up playing it for probably about 2 hours straight. And the character I was playing, the meek little schoolgirl, she, well, kind of resembled more like this.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Even still, I had done hardly anything in regards to the actual game. There was still an absolute ton to do. A lot to uncover, a lot of ground to kind of carry on with. It really is a vast game. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a hyper version of Streets of Rage 4 or such, which is a game I really like. This game definitely has a lot going for it, and like I said, the character designs and the NPC designs and pretty much the whole game in general has a nice overall style to it, and they all look really good and are varied. For example, the cheerleaders that just try to beat you to death with pom-poms. If you like RPG type games and you like side-scrolling fighters, then you may very well like this game. It definitely is fun and it definitely is playable. It may well be worth a download just to see what you think of it. The only drawback I could find with this game was it kind of felt like you did need more players. I could see you really if you like this type of game, I could see you really getting on with it single player. But I think it would be more fun with friends. So if you have someone in your household, say for example a younger brother, a sister, anyone that likes playing these type of things, I think in 2-player it would be more fun. As I myself wish it did have an online feature, as playing with someone over the internet would be quite fun at this time. Especially if going forward they manage to make a game similar to this, that could have 4-player co-op, that could really have a lot of possibilities to it, and it could be a real hit. This game pretty much reiterates to me that in this day and age you should never judge a book by its cover. Sometimes it's just good to play a game, have a bit of fun, and not judge it until you actually know what you're doing. Now, is this game going to be for everyone? Definitely not. Could this game be really fun for an hour or two, or if you've got a friend over? Definitely so. It may well be worth trying, and I think you could probably guess from the footage in this whether or not it'd be your type of game. I myself definitely had fun with it, and I might stick it on from time to time just to level my character up. As always guys and girls, if this review has helped you, or if you've enjoyed it, then why not hit that like button and leave a comment if you've got one. And as always, for all things Xbox and soon Xbox Series X, when I manage to get my hands on one, hit that subscribe and bell icon. As always, take care, I'll see you on the next day.